Checking some text messages. By the way, hi to Lacey. Lacey sent a text, and just understand. This is, hey, I hope I'm texting the right number because I've never received a reply or anything.
Oh.
I know. I feel bad.
Okay, have you ever asked a question?
No.
See, I always think that's interesting, too, because I've had people text me personally, and it'll be friends, and they'll go, hey, you never replied to my text. I'm like, you didn't ask a question. There was no reply needed. You said a statement, and then that was it.
I know.
Sorry, Lacey.
Sorry, Lacey. And I can go back and see that she's texted 1, 2, 3, 4 times prior to that. Like,
any questions?
No, Bubba. But I try and be like, hey, cool, that's awesome. Or
I know, but in defense, sometimes we get a little crazy and busy in here. Big D goes through every single text message.
I don't.
And if there's,
I don't.
You go through
almost
everyone.
Oh, no. I just don't.
Oh.
Like, there's a. Listen, I can see it. You know when you cut a tree and you can see like the rings, and you're like, oh, this. I can see big blocks of time because there'll be big blocks where I don't read any of them. Like when we do the stupid make us laugh and people send us jokes, I don't read any of those.
Why?
Because it's the same joke. How do you make a Kleenex dance? You blow a little boogie in him. It's like, okay, I don't need to read that. I already know it.
Well, what I was going to say is if we've never replied to you and you're wondering why, it might be because you didn't ask a question. So
sure.
or Big D got it caught in a block of booger jokes.
Right. But anyway, it's Lacey's fine, so you guys know she's all good.
Hi, Lacey.
She's already loved my hi Lacey text. Anyway, you can text us.
Okay.
Yeah, she's all good. So you can text us the same number, 1-800-667-8686. Call, text, it all works. Hey, what's up, Carsen? Good morning.
Good morning. You were just talking about Lacey, who sent a text and wanted to make sure it was right because she's never gotten a reply from you.
Yeah.
And I just want you to know this is what I struggle with on a weekly basis in my DMs. And I've just pulled up one to read for you.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Yep.
Oh, are these dudes?
Yes.
Oh, I'm all. Yeah, Bubba, we need our love music.
Oh, okay,
we got. Come on, this is a romantic time.
All right, here we go. Carsen
reading. This is going to be. Can we get this sponsored somehow? Okay, now it's time for Carsen to read what guys sent her on the internet. All right, Carsen, go ahead.
I'll put a little echo in your voice, too.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. I listen to you guys every morning and love the show. I think you're amazing also. So I wrote back, thanks so much. I'm sure you get a lot of messages and texts, but to be honest, it took me about 4 months to get the courage to send a message to you. Kinda didn't know what to say, was kinda hoping we can text or chat more. I think you're an awesome person.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's tough. That's hard. What do you do with that?
Right. Okay.
Can I see what they look like?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does, because I'm going to help my girl out.
Yeah. Listen, that does take a lot.
Wow.
That does take a lot of courage, and then. Yeah,
but I wasn't aware of the narrative that he had generated over the last 4 months.
Right.
That boiled into, I listen to you guys every morning and love the show.
I know. know.
But his profile picture is him dressed as a superhero.
That's cool. What's wrong with that? See, is he a ranger? Okay.
A Power Ranger?
Power Ranger? Give us another one. I like this guy.
Did he write some more?
No, he didn't, because I didn't reply to that, but hold on. I can get you another. Don't you worry.
How many do you think you get a week?
Probably about 5 or 6. Usually about one a day. Probably. Let me go into my general.
And if you and listen, I feel this is a little awkward. I'll be honest, but if you have sent her a DM, and she responds, just be cool, man. Like she doesn't want to date you at all. She doesn't. It's not going to happen. So just be cool, man. That's all.
Also, don't have your significant other in your profile picture. Like the guy who said he replied to when I did an ACM post where I was in the house like cleaning in fancy dresses because we didn't go to the awards, right? You look amazing in that dress. Oh, okay, cool, because your profile picture is you with a woman and children. So I'm just going to assume that there's a relationship there,
Well,
sir.
maybe, I mean, can he not do this is weird. I'll tell you.
Maybe
if you
that's
want
his
to,
sister and her children.
You don't know.
Maybe he's a loving
You don't know
uncle.
that, Carson.
Maybe,
you don't.
Maybe
you know
he's a
what?
loving
You're
uncle.
right. You're right. Maybe I have assumed incorrectly, but I'm betting I didn't.
Carson on air with an E for those who are trying to scramble for a pen right now. Carson on air, and she is ready for you.
All right. Well, that was great. That was good. You did good.
Thank you.
I have
You
no
were-
idea what it was because this is taped afterwards, but
You were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.